This washer is filling slowly only on the cold setting. The water that is running does feel cold. On the back panel of the washer is the water inlet valve. It has the hot and cold water hoses connected to it. When the temperature switch is set to cold, 120 volts is sent to the solenoid on the cold valve. The cold valve mechanically opens and allows water to flow into the washing machine. The hot setting sends 120 volts to the hot solenoid. The valve mechanically opens and sends hot water into the washer. The warm setting opens both valves and mixes the hot and cold together. Because I have some water flowing on the hot and cold settings, I know that both solenoids are getting power and that it is highly probable that either the cold water fill valve is not mechanically opening fully or I have a problem with the water supply. The first thing to check is that the water shutoff valve to the washer is fully open. If the shutoff valve is not fully open, that could be constricting water flow. If that's not the problem, close the water shutoff valve or valves to the washing machine. I've turned the fill setting to hot, and I'm going to turn on the washer to ensure that my shutoff valve does shut off the water. Remove power. Place a towel under the area where the hot and cold hoses are connected to the back of the washer. There should be a marking on the back of the washer for cold and hot. Mark one of the hoses so you don't get them mixed up. Disconnect the hoses from the water inlet valve by turning them counterclockwise. Examine the screens on the water inlet valve. If they're clogged with debris and are removable, remove them with a pair of pliers and clean them. If the screens aren't removable, you can try to loosen the debris with a soft brush and then vacuum it out. My screens are clean, so I know that the cold water is not being blocked at the inlet valve. The screens protect the valves. If debris gets into the valve, it is possible that a piece of debris will not allow the valve to close and the water will not stop running into the washer. If the inlet screens aren't clogged, check the hoses by holding them over a bucket and opening the shutoff valve. If the hoses aren't clogged, water should flow freely. If the water flows slowly, remove the hoses from the shutoff valve. There may be a second screen on this end of the hose. Remove it and clean it if it's clogged. If the water supply tends to have a lot of debris in it, or if the screens on the inlet valves are damaged, you can purchase screens for the ends of the washing machine hoses. I've eliminated a water supply problem. I know that the cold water runs slowly, so there has to be 120 volts on the cold solenoid. The only possibility left is that the cold side of the inlet valve is mechanically not fully opening and allowing the full flow of cold water to pass into the washer. I will replace the water inlet valve. I hope you found this video helpful. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Click on the channel name, Know How Now, to find other videos, and thanks for watching.